Alright guys, today we do some more Hall of Masters grinding. I end up coming across one of the worst glitches in the entire game, which you guys have probably never seen before. So let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Science Gwendolyn as our hero today, and you might be wondering why, Ryan. Because we are going to Helly Ice Village again, and we're going to clap some cheeks with it once again, because this strategy it's so good. It's so good. Alright, so starting off here, ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages watching. Looks like my opponent is starting with the attack shooter right there. We're definitely going to start with our ice tower down at the bottom right about yeah. Come on, place it. Nice, nice, nice. And then we're going to get my Gwendolyn down next. That is a very interesting tack spot because there's a much better tack spot literally like 2 centimeters below it, because this tack spot misses 2 of its blades, I assume. Yep, and then the tack spot below it would not miss anything, so I wonder why they opted for that spot. Definitely an odd decision. We'll get my Gwendolyn down though. Perfect. And yeah, we'll see how this freaking goes, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see how it goes. But from my experience is, this strategy is somewhat unbeatable on these maps. I haven't faced Darkly Energy Farm yet. Which I think that's probably going to be the strategy that puts up the best fight against Helly Ice Village. But all the other strategies I've faced have not seemed to do very well. Also, Ocean Open with Tack Shooter is a interesting decision to say the least. It's very odd because I mean, I'm guessing they have like Super Monkey or something, right? But then why would they go for like an anti-stall tack spot? It's the weird thing. They're going a eco strategy. We'll get my heli down though. Perfect. Continue with the eco. Everything should be vibing here. Vibey here. I don't need to upgrade the quad darts for any of this stuff right now, which is great. I think I might need to upgrade to quad darts for white balloons. I still haven't figured out a good way to defend whites on this map. I think for white balloons, I have to put my heli up like here, which is bad because this will anti-stall a little bit, but I think that's a necessity. I need to pop all the white layers before I get to my ice, so then the ice does a good job against it, basically. This seems to be doing pretty well against these. It's even balloon boosted, so I mean, obviously balloon boost is going to put in some extra hurt. We get larger radius as well. Do I need to get refreeze here? Or am I good? I think we're good without refreeze at the moment. Yeah, we're good without refreeze. But you can see now my heli is popping these AI balloons up here, which is not good. Let's try to target away for a second so I can get some AI balloons through, maybe. Yeah, I don't like it how it's anti-stalling there. Sends me yells. They haven't placed a farm yet, by the way, which leads me to believe they've got some sort of odd eco strategy. They go for the second blade shooter, alright. Get the second blade. Fair enough, fair enough. Our eco's looking decent, though. Not gonna lie. We got a decent eco. Almost 800 on round 7. There's 800. Beautiful. We're not sending mini space heaters. We're gonna go for an ice right about here, which will be an ice shards later. As that's the defensive structure we go for. We can sell this bottom ice. We don't need it anymore. Alright, let's get our ice razor rotors up. My eco's looking fantastic right now. We'll get another ice tower right about here, which will be a what's it called? A cryo cannon if he rushes hard. Looks like they got their they went for an overdrive. That's a bit odd. We're gonna send them a little bit of a rush here. Yeah, they're dead. Okay. Yeah, overdrive's not a good defensive option for like round 13. It doesn't have very much pierce, so you have to go for like a ring of fire there. So that was definitely odd, but we got some score, which is great. Alright guys, our next match here is against Dart Atomic, which is an Ninjais here on the map course. It should be a fun one. We're gonna go tack ice farm here and see how this plays out. Alright, so starting off here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages watching. Gonna start with my tack shooter right about here. Oh, they're on tack as well, so it's actually they actually abandoned their druid for this match. Very interesting, because they've been going druid on Koryu recently. I guess they've abandoned it because they were scared to play it against me, maybe. I don't know. It's gonna be tack versus tack, which is fun. Fun and spicy and spunky, maybe. We'll get my Oben down here next pretty soon. Perfect. Thatty down. They're gonna get theirs down as well. Alright, alright. Fair enough. And we'll see how this match goes. We will see how the match goes. I'm just gonna be max sequencing a lot of these early rounds. That's kind of how I like to play it up. Plus, tack shooter doesn't anti-stall these early rounds until you get like the blade shooter and everything up. So these early rounds are gonna actually be decently long, which helps for the max eco approach. I actually end up going for that. Alright. Can I get up my farm here? Oh, I can't. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to. Alright, we forced them to send me a little bit of space balloons at least. I thought I was gonna be able to forward the farm there with max eco. I needed to send a couple space greens to forward the farm on that round. Nice to know. I haven't played Attack Ice Farm that much, so I don't exactly know the eco path to forward farms and stuff, so that's just on me not having enough knowledge on how to farm properly with Tac on certain rounds. Should be able to get my farm up before this round ends. I didn't. Okay, I really don't know what I'm doing. Now we have our farm up, so fair enough. Fair enough. We'll get this brambles targeted right here. They're doing the same exact thing. Perfect. Maybe I target a little bit more to the right. All right. Increase production. We'll send them some white balloons next round to force the faster barrel spin on their tac shooter. Not faster barrel spin. What I'm saying, faster shooting upgrades. I just don't think he has it. Yeah, there we go. Now we force both of them. Great. Great. And we forced a little bit of leaks and their brambles broken. You really kind of want to keep your brambles pile healthy most of the time because it's important for like the mid-game rounds, like round 11 through 13, since those rounds, camo balloons can get tanked by it, or just normal balloons as well. It's important to try to keep that brambles pile decently healthy there, from my experience at least. Another great production farm. We'll go for zebras on round 9 at them. Zebras in round 9 will be a good rush to send for eco and defensive purposes because we'll force another blade shooter on their side. So we'll opt for that rush as well. It's a good rush to send against Attack Ice Farm on this map. Go for another farm here. I think they're going to go for a plantation route maybe, which is fine. Yeah, you can see they're ecoing with reds right now. So they're going lower eco, higher farm approach. Send them some zebras. They're sending me zebras. Okay, we forced that second blade shooter. Great. Causing some leaks on their side real quick. Forced a boost. Take it. Okay, I'm gonna have to re-rush them. They're dead. GG's. Alright. We'll take that. You don't want to boost round 11 there, because then you don't have boost for like balloon boosted camp purples like that. That's not a good thing to do. Alright guys, for our next match here against Angry Worms, back on another Heli Ice Village map, so you know I'm gonna bring it, and let's start this thing, bro. So my opponent last game was actually not Ninja Ice. I was wrong. It was secret OP strat, which makes sense why they're going Attack Ice Farm, because Ninja Ice normally goes Druid sub farm on that map. But it looks like Angry Worms is starting with the Alchemist there. Actually very interesting. I'm gonna start with my Ice Tower right here. This will be my Ice Shard spot, by the way. It's actually a very good Ice Shard spot, too. This Ice Shard spot is definitely severely underrated. I'm gonna give it that. It's a very underrated spot. Now, where do I place my Gwendolyn's the question. Where do I want to place my Science Gwyn today? I think I'm gonna place it kind of where I place my Engineer on this map. Maybe a solid spot, like right about yeah. The decent spot. Nice. We got that before round 2 as well, so we got the extra leveling there, which is fantastic. Yeah, what do we think Angry Worms is bringing today? I forget what hero they brought. I think it was... I don't know what it was, to be honest. He'll probably place it this round, my guess is. Might have been Churchill. Yeah, or Sentai Churchill. There it is. Okay. Sentai Churchill. Very interesting. Okay. This guy that I'm facing is kind of the pioneer of Dartling Ice Farm, but I don't know if they'd bring Dartling Ice Farm with Sentai Churchill. That'd be a little bit weird, but he is the one who kind of like started the strategy, which is pretty interesting. We'll get my heli down right about here next. You want to place everything really close together, as always, because the Gwendolyn does apply heated up buffs to your towers, so you want your towers to be next to the Gwendolyn, so then those buffs will be helping it when the time comes, basically, is the idea there. I'm going to keep my heli target down here, though, because I do want to help try to stall these rounds to my maximum. And if I cut my heli higher, then it would be stolen. Also, let's go for a permafrost on this, and enhanced freeze, and this is gonna... Actually, I don't know if enhanced freeze was a good move. I was kind of doing that in order to stall these rounds more. He actually has heli as well. Whoa. Okay. Definitely interesting. Did not see that one coming. I'll give him that. Did not see that one coming. Put this on last. So what do we think they have here? Heli Alk something. It's Heli Alk something here. Which is probably a late game eco strategy as well. But I think Ice buff is better than Alk buff on Heli. Or Ice D buff is better than Alk buff. It could be Heli Alk Village. That'd be a very interesting matchup. Heli Alk Village versus Heli Ice Village. I think we out late game, but it'd be an interesting one. And also, their strategy would be more susceptible to round 13 type rushes, which we could maybe exploit a little bit. We could maybe exploit Heli Alk Village in round 13. We'll switch back to blue balloons for a little bit. So I can send more yellows in round 5. Or round 7, I mean. Send more yellows in round 7 at them. Should get quad darts here. Yeah. I think that's a necessity. Alright, send them some yellows. They're gonna send me yellows as well. We're gonna be able to send a ton though. And look, they didn't send me very many. I think their defense will still get overrun with only a quad darts. I mean, they can use Churchill ability. Yeah, they use that. That's gonna help them out a little bit. No, they're handling pretty well. They're handling pretty well. All right. Churchill's putting in that work, ladies and gentlemen. Putting in the overtime, getting that extra pay, 1.5x pay on overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta make sure if you're working, get that overtime pay going. You know, you get better hourly rate overall if you do some overtime in there. So, just my tip. I had a friend who worked like, I'm not saying you work crazy amounts, but I had a friend who worked like, they had like a double overtime thing over past 60 hours, and he was working like 80-hour weeks, and he was getting paid a ton because of how the overtime system worked. Because he's getting double overtime. Get my cocktail down because he's sending me regions. We're good there. Should be able to get this ice shards up here pretty dang soon as well. Going for another heli. You know, I could rush them around 11 and probably do stuff, but I don't know. The problem is I have an eco strategy, so I don't have much money to rush. This is the whole issue there. Like if I had a farm strategy, yeah, I'd rush, but with eco, it's not really like you always have money, tons of money to rush people. Maybe I'll get their stuff chasing a little bit with these space rainbows, and then I can send some zebras behind or something. But 2 rotors, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a rush through that with not spending that much on the rush, you know. We'll send the zebra eco, I mean not zebra, yellow eco for a while instead of mixing in pinks, and then we'll send them a rush because we'll save up some money with this. I think it's the plan. To force some more defense on their side. We still don't know the last towers. We only know Heli Alkin at the moment. We only know Heli Alkin at the moment. Dude, turbo damage laser bombs is crazy. Holy cow, that just shredded the whole thing. Turbo damage laser bombs needs massive, massive, massive nerfs, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we forced an Alkin a boost. Alright, we'll take it. We'll take that. We'll go back to ecoing. I forced some decent defense. And we forced a boost out of him. I'm happy with that. And we'll switch over to pink eco. They might have an eco lead now, though. Sending those rushes probably wasn't the correct move. In hindsight. Probably was not the correct move. But, you know, you live and you learn, ladies and gentlemen. You live and you learn. Definitely no point to send Moabs at them when they have 2 rotors already with an Alk buff. They might send Moabs at me, which would be interesting. I barely have any defense on my side, by the way. I didn't even get cryo cannon yet. But this guy seems to be fine letting me greed, which is fine with me. Alright, they're sending me some stuff now. Should be completely fine against this. No defense needed against that. At least they sent me a poor rush as well. We're gonna go for a village right about here. Thinking right here for the village. For my increased eco. I doubt they have village, because they would have placed a village by now, right? Let's see if they place a village now. No, they don't. They do! Oh! Okay. Alright. So it is Heli Ice Village versus Heli Elk Village. Alright, alright. Well, this is gonna be very interesting late. Because the thing is about this matchup, you could say, Ryan, you have a life advantage, you win, let's go. No, that's not that simple, because we both have Heli here, guys, which rejuvenates lives. So the life advantage does not matter at all here, which is kind of funny to think about. So I don't know, because I feel like I can defend any rush that he sends me, because late game for the most part. I mean, we'll see, but I don't know if they can do the same. I guess they probably can. So is there even a point to rush to like round 50 with this? I don't know, because I defended round 48 farm all out on Star the other day, and it's a farm that was a farm all out, guys. So the farm obviously had more money. So we'll see how this plays out, though. We'll see how this plays out. Should be fine against that. Yep. We're gonna get this Monkey City up here in a little bit. Beautiful. We can switch to Zebra Eco now. Perfect. You might say, Ryan, why are you Zebra Ecoing when you have heli farms in your arsenal? Well, Zebra Eco is actually decently efficient if you have... What's it called? Zebra Eco is actually decently efficient if you have the Monkey City as well, because that makes everything better for you. And it doesn't obviously help the heli farms very much, so... Yeah. That's why I'm kind of thinking Zebra Eco's decent here. Also, they are struggling. Holy cow. This guy's got to be careful. They might have to boost here. They're dead. They're dead. Oh, I didn't want to end it like this, bro. Damn. Alright guys, last game of the video is against late game meta on core once again, so I'm gonna go Takai's farm again here, so see how this goes. Looks like they're starting with attack shooter as well, so it's gonna be Takai's farm mirror matchup, my guess is, which will be fun. Get my attack right here. Now, we did this matchup not too long ago, and we didn't get a round 2 farm, so I want to try to get the round 2 farm going this time if possible. It's gonna be something important that we're gonna try to accomplish here. So let's get my Oben down right now. Perfect. And then we're gonna send them a couple space greens on round 2 so then I can get my farm, hopefully. Be the plan. I don't know how many you're supposed to send. Well, actually, you only need to send the space greens if they get up their blade shooter is the interesting part. Because if they get up the blade shooter, the round gets anti-stalled a little bit. If they don't get up the blade shooter, I think the round gets stalled enough where you can actually group eco the entire time and get your farm up. If that makes sense. So, it looks like they're not going for the blade shooter here, so we can actually just group eco. Oh, they went for the blade shooter. I don't think I'm about to get it up. We'll see. We got it. Look at that. Okay, they got it up too late. They got the blade shooter too late, but we actually still afford the farm there, which is fantastic. We need to send space eco right now though, because I am gonna die. We're good, not even close. I definitely overgrouped eco. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I sent too much group eco there. What I needed to do with that early farm start is just not send any blues starting round 3. Just go straight into spaced yellow eco. Go straight into spaced yellow eco round 3, and then I can save it from my blade shooter if I'm doing that farm start. How I should do it. I didn't do it the best, obviously. But we're fine now. We got brambles in the back. We'll be chilling. No worries here. We'll get this other farm upgrade. We'll send them some white balloons this round. Of course, they're faster shooting upgrades. They're sending me greens than whites. All right. Looks like they're opting for spaced yellows over blues. Okay, so they're going to be playing lower eco, higher farms than me, which is fine. That's how this matchup normally goes. It isn't good being at this low on lives though, because like with an embrittlement, lots of stuff can leak through pretty easily. So I'll need to be really careful on the mid game rounds. Also, why did he just go for another blade shooter? That was totally unnecessary. I'm only sending you grouped blues, dude. You don't need another blade shooter. And he's upgrading it still. Like that was probably the biggest throw I've ever seen. What? I don't understand the logic in getting up the blade shooter right there. You might need it round 9 when I send you zebras, but let's get up my embrit here in a little bit. He didn't pressure me, so I can just get that up pretty safely. Nice. Yeah, they got theirs up as well. Awesome. Send the space rainbow eco this round. We'll prepare another ice tower right about here, which will be a cryo cannon if they pressure me a lot with camos. And then we'll go to 1k eco, I think. 1k eco, and then we'll stop. Fair amount. Also, guys, 2000 IQ play. You want to place your brambles right here with the strategy. 1, because it's anti-mob brambles, but 2, it's really good with the embrittlement, because the embrittlement doubles the brambles damage against the Moabs, I think. So that's very important there. Having your brambles over here next to the embrittlement. I guess his might work as well the same way, but you know what I mean. Alright, 2 farms. Good attack shooter right about here, which will be a attack sprayer in case he sends me Moabs, but the brambles itself should be able to solo the Moab layer pretty well. He goes for the defense before I rush, which is just not smart most of the time. Or even when he doesn't even need the defense. Like round 7, he had 2 blade shooters up, which is so unnecessary. So there's definitely a decent amount of flaws in this guy's gameplay. Not trying to be rude or anything, but just speaking facts here, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, look at the brambles just ate that whole thing up at the start. Do you guys see how crazy that was? Okay, second one's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Alright, we almost died there. But that first mob absolutely got eaten alive, dude. By the brambles. First mob got eaten alive, ladies and gentlemen. We'll prepare to get this cryo cannon in the back. Yeah, we have a nice farm lead now. Oh my gosh, look at this farm lead. Okay, they actually got a BRF up now. Alright, they're doing decent then. They're doing decent. Still have a farm lead though. We'll send them a 4 to 5. Yeah, we'll send them a 4 to 5 BP here. I think that's a good rush in this matchup most of the time. Forced to boost. Forced to farm so. Maelstrom. I think they only needed 1 Maelstrom there. I think the double Maelstrom was a little over the top, but oh, I should have sent them a ZOMG. And I'm not gonna be that guy. I want to take it late. But most cases it's good to send a ZOMG there because he doesn't have a boost against it. And that will force a ton of defense. But kind of want to take this one late and see how it goes. So we're not going to be like that. Speaking about ZOMG. This should defend. Yeah, that defends. Trees, eat that up. No, what the heck? What? Those trees had nothing in them from the... Those trees were not full. You can rewind the tape. The trees were not full at all. The only thing that entered them was like, I think... I don't even know if anything entered them, to be honest. How does that even happen? Okay, guys, so I am looking at the recording right now. Let's see how many balloons my trees had in them. Because I swear, the trees had so much space in them. It should have been able to eat a couple ceramics. All right, we're watching. I throw the trees right now. I'm watching. Nothing's in the trees. Nothing's in the trees. Nothing's in the trees. Wait. Okay. Throw the trees right there. Nothing enters the trees. Nothing enters the trees. The ZOMG's here. All right, let's watch. Let's watch. How many balloons is that? That's not that many balloons. Let's rewind it again. Let's see how many balloons that was. I mean, one could argue that's too many balloons for trees to eat, but it doesn't look like that many at all. And trees can eat like a decent amount of balloons. But watch. I don't think it eats any of it. Look! The balloons just go straight through, and nothing has entered the trees the entire time. How? What? Well, yeah, we'll end it off that. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. But that's it for today. Rhyme Like out. Peace, lads.